call upon Vernon to introduce himself and share more with us today evening. Over to Vernon.
Thank you, Jacinta. I don't know what more you want me to introduce when you've done such a great job of it. If you roughly look at this program, our lives basically as human beings are divided into three segments.
You're very soft, Vernon.
Sorry?
Very soft.
Oh.
Can't you?
Can you try increasing your volume? Is it soft for everybody?
No, it's okay for me.
Can hear.
Okay, try increasing your volume. If in case.
I can hear you now. Yeah, thank you.
So basically what I was saying was, if you look at our lives as human beings, we basically can segregate it into three categories. One is as students, second is as providers, as when we start working, we provide for the family, and third is as senior citizens. Now, each of these segments have their own challenges. Students, the main focus is to get good grades. This program is fantastic for them. Working adults, career-oriented people, they look at efficiency because efficiency means a bigger paycheck. Also, what is happening is they look at stress management because they may be getting a big package at the end of the day, but then they are drained of every last drop of blood that they have. That's what corporates do to you today. So this program is great for that also because we handle stress and how to be able to calm yourself down very easily. And the third segment is the segment that we are in today. Our main problem over here, our main dilemma over here is I go to a room, I don't know why I've gone there. I've opened a fridge, I know I've got to take out something, but I don't know what I have to take out. Oh, your face is very familiar, but I've forgotten your name. Problems we face today? So this program can stop all that. And as we progress into the session, you will see that, things like what Jacinta is doing today, I think all of you need to, when you'll meet her again, you'll need to give her a big hug, because what she's doing is a fantastic, fantastic job. And you'll see that as we progress in the session. Okay. And she's doing much more than she actually knows what she's doing. That's the beauty of it. Okay. So what happens over here is basically we have to learn how to use our brain. It's like we all say that we don't have a good memory, but if you actually look at it, there is no such thing as a good memory or a bad memory. There is only a trained memory or an untrained memory. And this is what I'm going to prove to you today. Okay. I'm going to give you all a list of something like 30 words. We had done it in the last time. Of all the people that were there, I think Felicity did a marvelous job on it. She remembered all those words, backwards and front, and she did a marvelous job of it. I wonder if she still remembers those words. So I'm going to show them to you again, and let's see how many of you can remember them and recollect them in sequence. Okay, that is from 1 to 30. Is that okay? I'll just share my screen with you. Okay, can you see this? I'll just increase it. Can you see these words?
Yes, sir, Vernon.
Okay, so I'd like you all to memorize this. How many of you all think you all could memorize them in sequence? Felicity, if you remember, these are the same words that we use. Anita, even Jacinta, these are the same words that we use. And if Felicity, if you could just go through the words, it will all pop up in your memory within a few seconds. I'd be happy if you could come forth and try and recollect them. It would be a testimony to how our brain works and the strength of this program. I'll give you 3-4 minutes to memorize this, and then let's see what happens. Okay? There's no pressure. If you cannot do it, don't worry about it. I'll show you all how you could do it.
I think I know them.
Who's this? Just a moment.
Nora.
Laura. Okay, great. Okay, you want to take a go at it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Do I have to hide the screen or will you be on it?
Can do that. Yeah, you can hide the screen, not a
Yeah,
problem.
but how will you all know then which is saying the right words or no?
Okay. So what do I
I
do?
think we'll trust her and let her close her eyes and try and recollect. Is that okay?
Sorry?
I think you can close your eyes and try to
Okay.
recollect them so the others can figure out whether you're doing it right or no.
Okay. Tube light,
Yes.
fan,
Yes.
door, cricket, spider, globe, table, window, bag, computer, pen, bird, remote.
You have to give them in sequence, not any which way.
Okay, pen, remote, tax, ice cream, coconut, TV stand, chair, salt.
There are 10 more words.
10 more words.
Yes. You've done a remarkable job so far. Just a little bit of a mix up, a little bit ahead, but you've done a remarkable job so far.
Chicken, I remember. Chicken,
Okay.
medicine,
Yes.
mobile,
Yes.
Diary,
Yes.
cream, no, grass,
No,
curtain, rain, and theater.
awesome. You've done a great job. There are a little bit of problems here and there, but fantastic. Fantastic. I think she needs a hand, a very good hand.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank
Can
Very
I
good.
say? Can I say?
Sure, definitely.
Yes?
Definitely.
Okay. I'm Jane.
Hi,
Okay.
Jane.
Table, fan,
No. You have to
door,
start. No. In
cricket,
sequence.
spider,
Jane, in sequence.
globe, window,
Jane, just a minute.
table,
Jane,
bag, bird, computer, pen, remote, taxi, ice cream, coconut, TV, chair, salt, chicken, medicine, mobile, diary, messy, grass, curtain, rain, theater.
Awesome. Okay, but there's been quite a few words that you've skipped and you've jumbled up a little bit. Okay, but marvelous job. Really, really good. Can you tell us how you managed to do this?
By just looking at it and remembering it.
Yes, madam. Okay, what about the rest of you? What about the rest of you? Could you all manage anything?
May I? I am Geeta.
Hi, Geeta.
I have done it once. I don't know whether today is it possible. I don't know.
Yes. I remember you. I remember you and your husband were there for the talk.
Yes.
You did it very well.
Even now I remember some words, but today I am starting.
Okay, come on. I'm sure you'll do a much better job. Come on.
Tube light,
Yes.
fan,
Yes.
door,
Yes.
spider,
Yes.
window,
No.
bag,
No.
bird, then computer, pen, remote,
Okay.
TV, taxi,
Yes.
ice cream,
Yes.
coconut,
Yes.
after coconut, coconut, TV,
Yes.
stand,
Yes.
chair,
Okay.
then salt,
Yes.
chicken,
Yes.
medicine,
Yes.
diary,
Okay.
messy,
Okay.
grass,
Yes.
iron, rain, curtain,
Okay.
iron, rain, Curtain last.
No. Curtain, I and rain, theater. Okay.
Theater last.
Yes. Okay. You still mixed up in a few words. You still skipped a few words. Okay. Anybody else wants to take a try?
Can I?
Okay. Sure.
Okay. TV. Tube light, door, tube light, fan, door, spider, cricket, lab, it says bird and bag. I've forgotten a few.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
So I just explain what is happening over here. You know, when we are in school, we are not taught a method on how to study. We are just taught to repeat and repeat and repeat, and we are supposed to learn that way. It does not happen. You know, you get mixed up, you get messed up, and if in case the words go off a little bit here and there, you miss out one word, you're stuck. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you all a method of learning. Okay, I will relate to you how this happens. Like, let's say if you were very fond of a song, let's say when you were very young. Okay? And for many years you never heard it, and it plays all of a sudden. You think you'll be able to remember that song?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. It
Do
will
you know
come.
what happened yesterday? Can you recollect what happened yesterday?
Yes.
What about the day before yesterday?
Bits and pieces.
In a few days from now, will you be able to remember even those bits and pieces?
To be able to remember what?
Those bits and pieces? Whatever happened, let's say yesterday, if you can remember it in bits and pieces, what happened yesterday, in about a few days from now, will you be able to remember that?
Just
I think
a
so.
few of them.
Okay. Yeah. But at the same time, we can remember something which has happened many years ago, decades ago.
Yeah.
Can I request everybody to kindly mute themselves in case if you're not speaking? Those who have unmuted themselves.
Okay. So what has happened over here?
Vernon, I'll just mute everybody, and
Yeah, okay.
perhaps you'll then mute yourself. It's unmuted now. All right? Just give me a
Fine.
minute.
Okay, so what happens over here is that so many years back, decades ago, we heard a song which we were very fond of, but many decades later, when we hear it, we can still remember it. What happens over here is that we have to understand the various intelligences that we have and on which hemispheres of the brain they lie. Now, the intelligence of language is on the left hemisphere. The intelligence of music is on the right hemisphere. So what is happening over here, the lyrics of the song and the music, which is on the other hemisphere, are combining to make a very strong link. And that is what is so difficult, it makes it very difficult to forget. So that's exactly what we are going to do over here. Okay. And also what we should do, like, you know, if you try to look back and the memories that you have, there will be a lot of emotion to these memories. Probably sadness, probably hurt, probably laughter. You know, there will be some emotion. That's the reason why you can remember. So we will combine these emotions, we will combine these intelligences, and let's see what happens. Is that okay? Okay. So what I want you all to do right now is just sit back on your chairs. Try to be as comfortable as possible. Okay. And close your eyes. Can you do that? Just sit back on your chair. Be as comfortable as possible and close your eyes. Okay, now take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Hold it for a second and exhale again. Take another deep breath. Hold it for a second and exhale. Let your breathing come to normal, but keep your eyes closed. Okay, so we'll start off. The first word is tube light. So imagine this big tube light shaped like a spear, which is coming very fast towards a very tiny fan. Okay, so picture this in your mind. A big tube light shaped like a spear is hurling towards a fan. With the impact, the fan goes and hits your door. So imagine this fan crashing against your door, your front door. But guarding that door is a spider. So imagine this huge spider with big muscular spider guarding that door. Okay? The spider's playing cricket. The next word is cricket. The spider's playing cricket with a globe. The next word is globe. After cricket is globe. The globe bounces and rolls out of the window. The next word is window. At the side of the window is your table. So picture your table at the side of the window. On the table is your bag, the bag that you use to go for shopping everywhere. And when you open this bag, a beautiful bird flies out. Okay, so I'll repeat those words again. A big tube light shaped like a spear comes hurtling against a fan, which crashes against a door. Guarding the door is a spider that's playing cricket with a globe. It bounces out of the window. At the side of the window is a table. On the table is your bag. And when you open the bag, a bird flies out. The bird flies and sits on your computer. So picture this bird flying in all its majesty and sitting on your computer. At the side of the computer is a pen. So imagine your pen at the side of the computer. But this pen is a remote operated pen. So as you're operating this remote, it falls into a taxi. So we have computer, pen, remote, and taxi. As a taxi moves, you can see the word ice cream written at the side of the taxi. At the side of the word ice cream is a coconut drawn. So you can picture it as a coconut flavored ice cream. This coconut breaks open and out flies a massive TV. Next word is TV. The TV sits on its stand, which is very easy to connect. And at the side of the stand is the chair where you sit down on to watch TV. So TV, stand, chair, very easy to connect. But on the chair is a lot of salt. So picture a lot of salt on this chair. Now you take this salt and go running after this chicken to marinate it. So imagine yourself running after this chicken. Okay, next word is chicken. But when you catch the chicken, you find that it's not well and it needs medicine. Next word is medicine. So you reach out for your mobile. Next word is mobile, which is on top of your diary. When you open your diary, Messi jumps out. And he jumps out on grass. So Messi and grass to connect is very easy. So he jumps up on this grass. And as he touches the grass, the blades turn into curtains, beautiful long curtains. But they are very crumpled, so you need to iron them. The next word is iron. As you're ironing them, it starts raining. Next word is rain. And you all run into a theater. Okay? Keep your eyes closed and keep breathing. And I'll repeat these words again. Massive tube light shaped like a spear comes hurtling against a fan, which crashes against your door, which is guarded by a very strong spider that's playing cricket with a globe, which goes bouncing out of the window. And there's a table at the side of the window with your favorite bag on it. And when you open it, a beautiful bird flies out. It sits on your computer. At the side of the computer is your pen, which is a remote operated pen. Next word is remote. And when you're operating it, it falls into a taxi. At the side of the taxi is ice cream written. And at the side of the ice cream is drawn a coconut. So it's a coconut flavored ice cream. The coconut breaks open, and out comes a huge TV. The TV sits on the stand. Next word is stand. And at the side of the stand is your chair. On the chair, there's a lot of salt, which you use to marinate a chicken. The chicken is sick, so you need medicine. Next word is medicine. So you reach out for your mobile. Next word is mobile. The mobile sits on your diary, and when you open your diary, Messi jumps out. After Messi, the next word is grass. And as Messi hits the grass turns into curtains. These curtains are very crumpled, so they need ironing. The next word is iron, and it starts raining. Next word is rain, and you all run into a theater. Okay, keep your eyes closed, take a deep breath, and hold it for a second, and release. Okay, now let me see who wants to take a chance at this. Jacinta, I think you can unmute.
Yeah.
Shall I try it again? But I'm not very good. I don't think it will work out.
Come on, we need more.
You should have confidence. You should have confidence in yourself. You know, as we do this program, we talk about these things. When you say you cannot do it, you know, your brain actually conditions you to thinking you cannot do something.
Right, right?
Definitely.
Uh,
You're not looking at the screen, are you?
no, I'm not. It's the tube light, fan,
Yes.
door, spider,
Yes.
cricket,
Yes.
globe,
Yes.
window,
Yes.
bag,
No.
No.
window,
Table.
then table, table,
Very good.
bag,
Yes.
and bird,
Yes.
computer, then
Okay.
right,
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
computer, stand,
No.
computer,
Think
computer,
of the story. Think of the story.
computer is
There was something besides the computer, something of yours besides.
pen,
Yes.
pen, remote,
Yes.
then remote, what's the story of the remote?
The pen was no ordinary pen.
Yeah,
So it had to be operated by a remote. And when you were working on the remote, what happened?
okay.
Can I say?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Shall I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Can I say?
Sure. Go ahead.
Continue from there?
I'll say after her also.
No,
Continue?
I think you continue, you start from the top, because you know it's important that you can manage all this. It acts as a big plus point to everybody that you know someone can do this.
So can I continue from there?
Start from tube light.
Can I continue from there?
Can I say?
Okay. The pen,
Yes.
all right, is controlled by a remote.
Give me the words. Don't give me the story.
Dairy miss.
Only, okay. Pen, remote, taxi,
Yes.
ice cream,
Yes.
coconut,
Yes.
TV,
Yes.
stand,
Yes.
chair,
Yes.
salt,
Yes.
chicken,
Yes.
medicine,
Yes.
mobile,
Very good.
diary,
Yes.
Messi,
Good.
grass,
Yes.
curtain,
Awesome.
iron,
Yes.
rain,
Yes.
theater.
Awesome. Lovely.
Lovely, Jay.
Can I try
Yeah.
now?
Can I try also?
I have a challenge for you. I have a challenge because you already remember most of it. I have a challenge for you. Can you do it backwards?
Oh my
My
God.
God.
Backwards.
Not
please.
so.
Come on. It is possible. It is possible. Trust me, it's possible.
Shall I try?
Definitely.
Okay. Theater,
Yes.
rain,
Very good.
iron,
Yes.
curtain,
Yes.
grass,
Good. You're doing good.
messy,
Awesome.
diary,
Very good.
mobile, medicine.
Yes.
Then chicken.
There's one word. Did you said medicine, I think. No?
Yeah.
Okay, medicine, chicken then.
Chicken was sick.
Salt,
Yes.
chair,
Yes.
stand,
Yes.
TV,
Very good.
coconut,
Yes.
coconut, ice cream,
Yes.
taxi,
Yes.
remote.
Yes.
Okay, then remote, pen,
Very good.
computer,
Yes.
a bird,
Yes.
bag,
Yes.
table,
Yes.
window,
Yes.
globe,
Yes.
cricket,
Yes.
spider,
Yes.
door,
Yes.
fan,
Yeah.
tube light.
Very
I
good.
meant to say light tubes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
See, this is what happens, when you do this. This is what happens. Now, what has happened is you utilize both hemispheres of the brain. And this
Lovely.
makes all the difference.
Wonderful.
This makes all the difference.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, you can do this as a, there's one topic that I'm talking to you about, that is neurobics. Neurobics is like how you have aerobics, you have these gym sessions, in aerobics and things as in dance and things of that sort, as a part of an exercise. Neurobics is an exercise for the brain. So what it really means is something new every day is neurobics. So if you want to get good in this, if you want to get your brain sharper, just do something new every day. What you have done right now by doing this exercise, you've actually opened up your creative intelligence, or you've ignited it actually. Because the minute you start thinking of a story, now, as an exercise, you can do this at home. Pick up 30 random words. We've done these 30 words. Tonight, you pick up 30 random words. Make a list of it and try to connect it in the way I've shown you. Make up your own story. If you take it, when I do this with schools, with students that are about 14, 15, 16 years old, we all know that it has taken almost the same time with those 16-year-old students and with you all. So I can't imagine any of you saying that, oh, my brains are, I'm old and my brains are gone sluggish. Doesn't work, man. Just doesn't work. My dad passed away at 84. At 84, he was doing the crossword and he could finish the time to finish the crossword in 15, 20 minutes flat. So I cannot take it as an excuse if anybody, even at 85, 90 years old, says that, the brain's gone sluggish. It's just conditioning. And if you do these exercises, trust me, throughout your life, your brains are going to be really sharp. Okay on this? Any questions on this? Okay. Jacinta, do you want to unmute them if in case they have any questions?
Yeah, no. If anybody has any questions, or do you want to put in your questions in the chat box, in case if you do feel free to do
Um,
that now.
Okay, this is Sybil.
Hi, Sybil.
Yeah, hi Vernon. I just have a question. I mean, from my experience, I think some people are just gifted with a good memory.
Yes.
So, do you believe that if all of us have like different like degrees of of memory? Apart from, of course, you can enhance it in different ways. But I know some people who have like a photographic memory
Yes.
from the time they are young.
Absolutely.
For rote learning or whatever. for some, like for me, I try to associate things, like, like if you had given me this list, I would have gone with, like, a room, I go to a door, and then there is a window, there is a table in that room, so everything to do with the room, but that doesn't help me when you ask me it's in the chronological order. But about these gifted people who just have a good memory, what is your
Yeah.
take
So
on that?
basically, what happens over here? See, each of us have has got one superpower at least. Each of us.
Yes.
So those people, that is their superpower.
Yeah.
You know, as far as intelligences go, each of us have the same number of intelligences. There are some
Uh-huh.
12 intelligences, and each of us have the same number of intelligences. What varies is the percentage of those intelligences with each and every one of us.
Agree. Yeah, I know.
Is it okay with this? Are you okay with it?
Yes. Yes, yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll
So
tell you something, Vernon.
tell me.
I was a teacher,
Okay.
and every year we used to have different students, say about 60 of them.
Okay.
And you won't believe, in about a month, I would know the order of all of them. One day the principal was with me and she was trying to ask me something. And I said, number 15 is this and number something. She said, how on earth do you remember? I said, sister, I can take my register and write down all the names without looking at the previous register. That's a gift from God.
Yep. See what happens. I've seen this with most teachers. And the great thing about it, there are some. I was interacting with one school in Vasco, and the principal, even though the children had passed out some 5-6 years ago, and even more than that, because they could still remember the student's name, which was so amazing. Okay. So, any more clarifications? Any doubts to be clarified? Can we move on to the next topic?
Yes, please.
Okay. So I'm going to give you all a few neurobic exercises to do. These are very simple exercises. I'll share this video with Jacinta, so whenever she's taking the sessions in future, she can have a kind of a game with you all doing this, and whoever loses out over there can go out and you can have a winner at the end of the day. Okay, so these are very simple exercises. You can do them when you're sitting down also. Try. Come on, you'll try it.
Vernon, these are really mind-boggling.
Oh, how many of you all could do that? Yeah, how many of you all could do that? Jacinta, I can't hear any.
Uh, Was anyone trying to follow along?
Yes.
I'll share this video with you, Jacinta. So
Yeah.
you can do this with them, in future, and you can have it like a game. So whoever misses out, after they get used to it, goes out. So you can have it like a game.
Sure.
Now, what this exercise does, what these exercises do,
Yes. Thank you.
basically coordinates both hemispheres of the brain. And if you can coordinate that, then you can multitask very efficiently. A prime example of multitasking is Da Vinci. Greta's still trying to work out. The prime example of multitasking is Da Vinci. He could paint with one hand, do mathematical calculations with the other hand, and interchange at will. And at the same time, have an intelligent conversation with you. So that is how well both hemispheres of his brain were synchronized. We aren't expecting to come to that level, but at least we can start getting better from today onwards. Do these exercises and you will. Okay. There's something else that I want to show you. This is, in this category, we are really worried about, dementia and Alzheimer's and this is actually, if you look at how it goes today, you will find that a lot of people, that you will know at least a few people who are suffering from Alzheimer's. Do you all know of some people at least who are suffering from Alzheimer's? Yes? Okay, now if you look back, like maybe our father's time or our grandfather's time, have you ever heard of them talking about people that they knew of in their generation who had Alzheimer's? Nothing, no? There's a reason for this. If you look at it, there's a reason for this. What happens over here is that because today's generation, we are blessed with about 20, 25 years more of life. Let's say even if it's 20 years more, average life has increased, lifespan has increased. So what has happened now with this increased lifespan, our neurons are also dying off. Those neurons don't grow. They don't grow back. So the mass of your brain is reducing over periods of time. Now, if you can relate to what we learned in school, when we are born with billions of neurons, but every day, thousands of them die. Yeah. So obviously, with the longevity that we have today, the few extra years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years extra that we have, there's more brain mass that we are going to lose. And I will show you photographs of that. So just as we go to the gym or we exercise or go for walks to exercise and to keep our body fit, we need to exercise our brain so our neurons get fit. They will die off, yes. But because they are fit now, because they are given some exercise, they will take a longer time to die. So that will offset the extra period, the extra life that we have, the extra years that we have. So which means the chances of getting Alzheimer's will diminish tremendously. Does this make sense to you? Yeah? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some pictures of Alzheimer's, people with a normal brain, and people who have got Alzheimer's and severe Alzheimer's. I hope you all don't get tormented by these images. Take a look at this. You see the gaps that are formed? That is a reduction of brain mass. Okay. This is severe Alzheimer's. See how much it has reduced. Now I'll show you an actual photograph. Okay. Same age, person on the right, same age, died in a car accident. Person on the left, acute Alzheimer's. See the reduction in brain mass. Now, if you do these exercises, what's going to happen is you will have a very healthy brain. Your neurons are going to grow. They'll take a longer time to die. Okay. Now, there's something else that I want to work with you all over here. That is, this is something which is commendable to what Jacinta is doing. One second. Come on. Okay. Jacinta, take a bow. Pay attention also to what is being written down, okay, because that is what is important. Jacinta.
Beautiful. We all love dance, Vernon.
Yeah, so this was more with you in mind, so you know exactly what you're actually doing. You know, it's more than just dance that you're teaching them. You're actually increasing everybody's mental health. You know? Okay, so here's something for you.
Regular exercise helps you stay in good shape and push back the appearance of changes associated with old age. This fact applies to all the organs in your body, including your brain. That's why today I'm going to tell you about 4 simple exercises that can help preserve your memory. Also, you have a unique chance to check how fast your brain is. Let's begin. Exercise number 1, multicolored text. We're going to show you words written in different colors. Proceed to say aloud the name of the color in which each of the words on the list.
Okay, did you follow what the instructions are? The words are there, but you have to mention the color, not the word. Okay? So do this.
Ready? Go.
I think everybody should just go for it. Unmute yourself and go for it.
Red, blue, green, red, green, yellow, yellow, red, black,
black,
blue,
blue,
green,
green,
yellow, green,
yellow,
blue,
green,
green,
blue.
green, blue, yellow,
Green,
yellow,
Yellow,
blue,
blue,
green,
green,
blue,
green,
blue,
blue,
black,
black,
green,
red,
red,
yellow,
yellow,
red,
red, no red,
black,
yellow,
yellow, green,
green,
red,
red,
blue,
blue,
green,
green,
red,
red,
blue,
blue,
black,
black,
yellow,
yellow,
green,
green, red,
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 black,
black,
green,
green,
blue.
blue.
You managed to do it? Expect the going to be different.
blue, green,
Is responsible for text perception and color perception,
Thanks.
located in different hemispheres of the brain.
this is for
Why is
text
this
and color.
exercise beneficial for your brain? It helps to prevent Alzheimer's disease by establishing new connections between the hemispheres and improves concentration and attention switching abilities.
Concentration and switching abilities.
Exercise 2, SCHULTE table. Here's a simple table. Focus on the number 19 in the center of the square. Your goal is to find the number 1 and then all the remaining numbers in ascending order, fixing your gaze on each in turn. Let's give it a try. I'll give you 30 seconds for a start.
1, 2, 3,
1, 2, 3,
What are
4,
you doing there?
6, 7,
it's 5,
Did you manage to find the remaining numbers?
6, 7,
8,
Keep going on.
9,
9,
10, 11,
Only 10 seconds left.
10,
12, 12, 13, 14,
11, 15,
Well done.
14,
This
15,
exercise increases the reception and
12,
processing of information
13,
speed into
14,
peripheral vision. Later on, you can draw your own table.
18,
Don't forget to arrange the numbers in the cells randomly.
20,
Alternatively, you can search for SCHULTE tables on the internet.
21,
Exercise number 3, finger gestures. Arrange the fingers of the right hand so as to make the peace sign while simultaneously making the OK sign with your left hand. Got it?
0,
Then change the arrangement of the fingers so that your left hand shows peace and your right hand shows OK. You should repeat this exercise several times. Let's do it 5 times for a start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was it easy for you? Then perform the exercise with both hands at once. Here are your 10 seconds to try. Ready? Go. It wasn't that easy, right? Yes, this exercise is a tricky one. However, it is beneficial as it trains attention and develops the ability to switch from one task to another quickly. Exercise number 4. Bimanual synchronous writing. For this exercise, you'll need 2 sheets of paper and a pair of easy-to-use writing utensils. When everything is ready, start drawing different geometric shapes with both hands at once. You can also write letters or words, provided the number of characters is the same for either hand. Let's give it a try right now. 10 seconds are all yours. Synchronous writing teaches your brain to handle multiple tasks simultaneously, thus stimulating the activity of both hemispheres. Finally, here is some additional advice. A well-known neuroscientist has developed a system of exercises to keep your brain maintaining its functions into a ripe old age. Here are 4 tips from his books. 1. Try to perform mundane everyday rituals, such as brushing your teeth or combing your hair, using your non-dominant hand. 2. While taking a shower or performing other routine activities, do everything with your eyes closed. 3. Frequently change the route you use for getting to work, going to shops, or reaching other regular destinations. 4. While watching a movie, try turning off the sound and relying on the actor's gestures and movements to guess what they're talking about. We hope this video was helpful for you, and you're going to start performing these simple exercises on a regular basis.
Okay, how was that for you all?
Lovely.
Yeah.
Good.
Jacinta, I'll share this video with you. Okay, the neurobic exercises, so you can keep working on that. Okay, as and when.
Yeah, Varun. Thank you.
Okay, do you all want? Am I okay for time, or do I have to shut down?
We could go for another 10, 15 minutes more, Vernon.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
No problem. Yeah.
Okay, we kind of get lethargic in our life as we age. This is a video of how lack of exercise affects us. So, any questions? Anything that you'll need to ask?
Sybil, actually, my mom has Alzheimer's,
Okay.
and I'm looking after her for around now 5 years. And her mother too had Alzheimer's. But like to say, probably there were a lot of people even at that time, but they did not give it a name. They should just say it's age related. Like, I mean, only now we know that my grandma had Alzheimer's, because like my uncle shares the same things that she used to do, and what I see with my mom now.
How
So
old
like
is your mom?
my mom is 88.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sybil, what you do
Yeah.
is in the morning, afternoon, and evening, if possible,
Yes, please. Yes.
try and use 1 teaspoon of coconut oil in her food.
Yeah, that's another thing. You see, I come from Mangalore,
Okay.
and coconut oil is used for everything there.
Okay.
So my grandma cooked everything in coconut oil. My mom also has done. I mean, she was married at 16, but she's had it throughout. So we are a bit
Okay.
skeptical
There
about
is
this coconut oil. Of
okay.
course, I mean,
Because new research has said that coconut oil
yes,
has a lot of points.
yeah.
of it.
Sorry, but yeah, that's what all my friends keep knowing that.
Okay, there's something
mom
else.
is.
There's
Yes.
something else that you could do.
Yes.
You do this
Yeah.
small little exercise with your mom. In fact, all of us could do this. You take
Yeah.
your fingers, you keep them in the
Sorry.
center. Do the small little exercise with your mom.
Yes. Yes.
If
Yes.
she cannot do it for herself, you do it for her.
Yeah.
Okay, just do this. Start with at the center of the forehead.
Yeah.
Okay, press a bit deeply over here, but using a little bit of pressure, and bring it
Yeah.
across the entire forehead and to the back of your ear, to the top of your ear.
Okay.
Using the same pressure right there. Then where the finger ends over here, you start again and go right down the same way. Keep bringing it down using pressure till you come to the neck, to the nape of your neck. And then again, you bring this whole, using pressure, you bring the whole thing down and just leave it out like that. Just throw it down, Do this a couple of times in the morning, a couple of times in the evening. And in 6 days, 7 days time, let me see if you can find any difference.
Wow, I hope so. I mean, thank you. Yeah, that would.
There is
Though
another exercise.
Yeah.
Is she moving about?
Which is?
Is she moving about?
No, she sleeps on the bed, but I make her sit like, for an hour now, like from 4 to 5. Just make her so that, her body doesn't, kind of just get stiff.
Okay.
And yeah, so I make her sit like for 1 hour. I sit by her side, and then I roll her over because the
Okay, fine.
question of bed sores, and also she has an air mattress,
So now,
but still,
Sibyl,
yeah, yeah.
since it seems to be in your family, what you
Yes, exactly. That's what we're afraid of because it could be hereditary. No, I
yeah.
don't think there are any studies to
So
show
what you
like
do
it is.
now, what you do for you and for your
Yes.
children also, you do another exercise.
Yeah.
This is called super brain yoga. In due course
Uh-huh.
of time, as time permits in the in case I'm honored
Yeah.
and privileged to be with you all again, I will show you that video. Uh,
Uh-huh.
it's a punishment that we had in school, if you remember that.
Yeah.
We were made to hold our ears and go down.
Bitux. Yes, bitux.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So what you do is you cross your arms. It has to cross the center meridian of the body. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
the x and y axis. It has to cross. Okay, you hold your earlobes and keep going down and up. You do that
Yeah.
5 times for 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening, and this has tremendous impact on the brain.
Okay. I'll try
Actually
that
called
today.
super brain yoga.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, you start doing this.
Yes, I will.
And I've got a document on this, a video on this, which shows you the benefit.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how much I could share with you right now.
Yeah, the thing is, one of the
You have to sit
motivation,
down
we
with
know
the
all these things. Yeah, we know these things, but to get ourselves disciplined and do it, isn't it? That is the thing.
It
Yeah,
takes
but
hard
thanks.
times for us to realize what we need.
Yes,
Happy
exactly.
times
Thank
make
you.
us complacent.
Thank you. Yeah. And also how important is sleep and diet and all that, isn't it?
This is
Yeah.
what we cover in our program.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Because what happens over here, Sybil, is that what we don't realize is like, especially like when I talk to students, they say
Yes.
some students say they like studying in the night.
Exactly. Nocturnal. Yeah.
Yesterday I had a session with a wing commander and his wife
Yeah.
because they were very keen on the program. And
Mm.
I asked her, she said she likes studying in the night.
Yes.
She was a morning person, she's a night person. So I
Yes.
said, do you sleep? What time do you go to sleep? She said, I can't sleep before 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. So then I asked her, how are your triglycerides? How are your,
Yes. Lipid profile.
cholesterol?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
she said, it's not very good. So I
Yes.
said, this is exactly what happens. See, what happens is there is something called biorhythm.
Bio?
Rhythm. There's something called
Rhythm.
biorhythm,
Yes. Yes.
which is
Yes.
working with our body.
Yes.
Now, between 1 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the morning, our blood goes for purification to the liver.
Yeah.
But there is a trigger for that. And for that to happen, our eyelids have to be closed.
Yes.
So which means we have to be fast asleep.
Yeah.
So obviously, since this lady has been going to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning and 3 o'clock in the morning, that has not been happening. So her triglycerides and stuff has gone up.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree.
Now, what also happens over here, what also happens is because of this, there is something called muscle memory.
Yes.
The brain
Repetition. Yeah.
The brain has formed specific neurons because the brain is basically it will do what we want it to do.
Yes.
So it has formed specific neurons for you to keep awake at that time, which has become a habit, basically because you have done it for more than 21 days.
Yes.
So if you want to break a habit or make a habit, you have to do it continuously for 21 days.
Yes.
So what will happen is, as you're making a new habit, this neuron will start coming up. The brain will start creating neurons for this new habit. And since you're not doing the whole habit, those neurons will start dying.
Yes.
And
Discipline is the key.
And in 21 days, that has gone out and you've gotten a new habit.
Yes.
Okay. So with that, all your sleep pattern will change and everything will come back to normal.
Yes.
These are things that, that's the reason why our ancestors would sleep so early, come sunset and they would, 8 o'clock.
Very true. Very true. Very true.
They would finish eating before the sun goes down. There's a reason behind that. We all eat at about 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the night. And if you look at doctors today, doctors will tell you that most of the problems that we face today starts off in our stomachs.
Yeah, the guts. Yeah.
For a simple reason, when we eat after the sun goes down, it's basically our food is basically rotting in our system.
Yes, that's what in Hinduism they tell you,
That is
you should
Ayurveda.
eat before. Yes, yes.
Because what happens is at sundown, your digestive system stops.
Yes.
So when the system starts again at sunup, what is digesting is rot.
Exactly. One. This all lifestyle changes, isn't it?
Exactly.
We should do.
So
Yes.
these are things that we keep trying to teach people about, so hopefully they will change their ways and, we get a better tomorrow, better world
Yeah.
of people tomorrow.
Yes.
Any other questions? I think we have gone way beyond your time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Vernon,
Tell me.
could you just show that exercise, what you said, starting from the center of the
Yeah,
brain?
okay. So you start with the center and you put a little bit of pressure,
Okay.
and pull back.
Okay.
Pull back till you come to the top of your ear.
Okay.
Okay. Then you start again where the finger has ended. You start from that point. Again, you come and you pull down, and again come to the top of your ear and keep going. In that whole line, the center line, right to the base of your neck.
Okay.
Okay. So you pull, because see what happens over here. What this does is you have the cerebral spinal fluid, right?
Okay.
Now, over a period of time, with this fluid sits down, it starts settling down.
Okay.
So
Yes.
when it has to be circulating in your brain.
Yes.
So when it settles down, you got these kind of problems coming up.
Okay.
So when it comes back again,
Okay.
that's how nature has intended it to be.
Okay.
So this exercise acts like a pump, which pushes it back to the brain.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Excuse me, can you use a massager instead, which would be easier?
It doesn't. No, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
You can ask somebody else to do it for you.
Okay. And how long has it got to be done? 5 minutes?
5 minutes is more than enough. Do it about 3-4 times, 5 times in a day, in the morning, in the evening. Maybe you're not doing anything. You're not sitting down and watching TV. I mean, how long would it take to just do this?
Okay. Vernon, are you going to give us the colors and those numbers?
The numbers you can get on the internet. Even the colors you can. I mean, that if you want, accept it, not a problem. Okay. The SCHULTE tables you can get on the internet. Just Google SCHULTE tables and you can get any number of them.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions?
It was a nice session. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Very, very interesting. Thank you so much.
I'm a newcomer in the list. I'm Ursula, who's come for the first time.
Okay.
So I really enjoyed your session. Thank you.
Oh, you have to thank Jessica.
Yes,
Yes, of course, Jacinta. Yes, first.
Thank you.
Vernon, do we have time for? I sent you on a chat.
Yes.
Just take a look.
Shall we do that? Can we do that?
Maybe one round, just on a happy note.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So what we are going to do next is y'all. I think y'all know that song. There's a hole in the bucket.
Oh yes. Very
Oh yes.
Which song?
There's a hole in the bucket.
Yeah, we know.
Okay. So any of you play the guitar?
If you don't mind, can we stop sharing? The screen is still required. Your screen sharing.
No. I'll
All right.
Okay. So y'all are aware of this song, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody can play the guitar?
Yes, I can. I started learning.
Oh, lovely. Fantastic. Okay. So what I want you to do over here
Sandra.
You start off with Sandra, right?
Yes, Sandra.
Sandra, so you start off with there's a hole in the bucket here. You pick up a person's name. Okay?
Yes.
And it continues. What shall I do, dear Jacinta? What shall I do? Now, Jacinta has to pick up somebody else and say, give them a question or give them something where they have to again take somebody else's name, and the question that comes up or the answer that comes up has to be hysterical. You have to be like kind of burst with laughter, or it has to be so difficult that it gives the other person has to actually think to create an answer. Are you all with me so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you start the song and pick up someone in the audience, and they have to come up with an answer to the question that you're giving them with the song. Okay? Right now.
So it starts with this. There's a hole in the bucket.
There's a hole in the bucket. Dear Jacinta, there's a hole in the bucket. Dear Jacinta, what shall I do?
I have a suggestion. Vernon, if it's okay. So,
Tell me.
Sandra, you're comfortable with calling out the names, right?
Just one, the first person, no? Then the next one.
Yes, and then it continues. It continues.
Randomly.
Yeah, randomly. Okay.
Randomly.
And
Yeah.
we'll start with, I think you should use something which is besides a hole in the bucket. Use a new situation, if that's okay with you.
Okay, there's a rat in the kitchen.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
probably you'll find, okay, I'm going to go on top of a stool now.
So
you have to remember the words.
Same words, come on.
All right, go for it. Come on, Sandra.
Go for it.
There's a hole.
Take it faster.
Yeah. Rat in the kitchen.
Take it like a radio. Take it like a radio. Let it be up.
There's a rat in the kitchen. There's a rat.
Sorry, I get it.
There's a rat.
Sandra.
Sandra.
Then Burly, dear Burly.
Great.
Find a big bucket, dear Jacinta, dear Jacinta. Please find a big bucket, dear Jacinta.
Let's get a broom, dear Felicity, dear Felicity, Felicity. Let's get a broom, dear Felicity, get a broom.
What? You have to come up with an answer now.
Next.
Felicity.
Felicity, yeah.
You have to come up with an answer. So you have to come up with an answer for that. And then you have to name a person who's going to carry on with the song.
You unmute.
Not there. You have to unmute.
Have you heard me?
Come on, Felicity.
What shall I do with that broom, dear Gwen? Oh, what shall I do with that broom, dear Gwen? Is she there? Is Gwen there?
Yeah, she was. I don't know.
Okay, I will make it your name. What's your name now? Barbara. Make it Barbara. Barbara.
Okay. Try sweeping, dear Nora, try sweeping with the broom, dear Nora, try sweeping.
You have to understand that the rat is the problem.
That is the problem.
You have to understand that. So everything has to be rotated.
Back it with the broom.
Dear Bob. My God, the broom is too short, dear Lalita, the broom is too short to kill.
Or something.
Lalita.
Lalita there?
Lalita.
Dear Geeta, then add some string. Dear Geeta, then some string.
Is Geeta there? Okay, I think how many more rounds?
Make it long, adding some string.
Make it long. From where will you get the string?
No, that you have to come up with an answer. You have to come up with something. See, what this exercise does is opening up your creative intelligence. You have to concentrate. You have to concentrate for one, and it's going to open up your creative intelligence because you're thinking now. What happens if they pick me up? What happens? What answer do I have to come up with? And at the same time, you're keeping. You have to give your opponent something tough that they have to struggle with. You know, to see how your mind is working.
It should connect.
Okay, so this is just as a trial. I mean, you could take it out again next time, just to give you an idea.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was fun, absolutely.
Yes, Vernon.
So essentially,
Anything
Vernon,
else?
it should end towards a solution, right? It should end the progression of the song.
Yes, the same as there's a hole in the bucket. It comes back, but there's a hole in the bucket. You know.
There's still the rat there in the
Yeah.
kitchen.
So it comes back to that.
There should be a continuation of the story.
Yes. Yes. Continuation.
With part 2, and I think we should have Vernon again. How much fun was that? I mean, it was
Lots of fun. Thank
Great.
you.
What do you think, folks?
It was
Awesome.
great, Jacinta.
Have another session with him.
Vernon, now see, I'm not telling you. All the young ladies are calling you back again, and a young gentleman.
Demand, Vernon.
Yes.
We're all going to do the exercise and sharpen our brains for the next session.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm giving you. I'll send you those. I'll send you the links. I'll send you whatever the videos that I have. So Jacinta will coordinate all that. You'll keep doing it, and I can assure you, you will never have these problems.
Vernon, I didn't know that dancing was something that would improve, because I do dance while cooking.
Dancing is very important.
Very cooking, I
Yeah,
pull the
dancing
curtain
is.
and I'm busy dancing while I'm cooking because I keep music on.
Good for you.
So
Gardening.
with that, we'll
Gardening. If you're doing gardening, gardening is awesome because we recommend that in our program. What gardening does is actually cleanses your aura.
Oh.
I don't know if you'll notice. It actually cleanses the aura. And we cover this topic on aura also. And what happens is you have the 7 ethnic layers. And for people who can actually see aura, even if it's shot on a Krillian camera, you'll see spots on the aura, on the ethnic layers. You'll see them either as dark spots or white patches. That is basically sicknesses coming into you.
Okay.
Okay. Now here's a great thing, which we don't realize this. I'm going to ask you a question. Okay, let's see if we can do it. Okay. According to you, who do you think in our same age group, if we look, okay, who is in better health, us or the people that are like the fishermen of the area?
Come again,
Us or who?
Or the fishermen, the fisher folk in the
Oh,
area.
the fishermen.
The fishermen.
Houses open. Yeah.
The fishermen.
You know why?
I think somebody should mute the.
Somebody.
I'll just mute everyone and
Yes, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
You'll have to unmute Vernon.
Okay. So what I'm saying is absolutely right. The fishermen, the fisher folk in the area have better health. You know why? Because salt is something that cleanses a person's aura. So the best thing you can do if you all are close to the beach, try and go for walks on the beach. That's why whenever you go to the beach and you come back home, you may feel tired, but you feel very refreshed. We feel very happy when you come back from the beach. That's because your aura has been cleansed. If you cannot do this, at least once a week, take a tablespoon or so of salt, mix it in a pot of water, and bathe with that. Your last tumbler of water, just put a little bit of salt in, and that will cleanse your aura. That takes away sicknesses. Actually, it keeps them away.
That's what they do for Najar Utaro.
Yes, exactly. I do a lot of I wouldn't say a lot, but I do acupressure. I've treated a lot of people, and I have a friend of mine who's a psychic, and she told me very strongly because she had asked me to come to her place, and there were some people that were not okay, so I was treating them. And then I went to treat her, and she's super sensitive to anyone's touch. She's super sensitive because she's got a very high psychic abilities, And when I touched her, her whole body broke out in an itch. And then she told me straight away that whenever you're treating somebody, please go and wash your hands with salt. For yourself also, even if you're not touching somebody else, for yourself also, every time you touch somebody, every time you treat somebody, wash your hands with salt, because that pulls out the negativity. You know, I used to play badminton, and a lot of the players would come to me for treatment, and they even got people of their, you know, their families and things like that, so friends who had problems. They would come to me, and you know, I would treat them on the court. One day, one of the players said, you know, there's a very good friend of mine who's got a severe back problem. Can you please treat him? I said, get him in tomorrow, no problem. I said, I'll treat him. I used to play 10 games a day, you know, and because this guy came in, I played I finished my last game. It was the 5th game only, and I went to treat this guy.